So we've done 1 month in our new unit.
Has it been worth it, mate?
I don't know, has it? We'll find out.
And if you've liked the recent videos where we're doing our own cars up in our own unit, please subscribe to the channel.
Bit of a garage update before we do anything else. This is Scott's car. We're keeping it here in exchange for him helping us with a few of the cars. And everybody's seen the Focus RS up to now, the Mark II, the cheapest one in the UK.
They are £14,500. We finished the interior, that's pretty much done now. We've got the exterior to do, the body panels are at the body shop. Hopefully have them back soon.
The Focus is another reason to consider subscribing to Evil GT. And another reason to consider subscribing is this. This has got to be the cheapest Porsche in the world. £2,000 we paid for this. It's the cheapest one in the world.
That's probably because we're the only ones stupid enough to buy it.
And I think I realised why it is the cheapest Porsche.
Well, I thought I'd fixed it, but the suspension on the front has gone down again. Which tells me I think it's leaking front struts.
This is what we need to talk about. It's a £1,000 Yaris, and it was £1,000 for a reason. It's a banger.
Listen, you leave my Yaris alone, you. This is sound. There's a few bits it needs for its MOT, which we've not got around to doing yet, and you smashed your face trying to undo a bolt.
Forget that. How's the turbo going?
So we've got the turbo, but we can't get an intercooler, so I'm thinking we'll take the intercooler off the Cupra, because we're having a new intercooler put on that, and we'll put the big welly cooler at the front of this Yaris. But forget about that, enough. What about the RS4s?
You guys have made us decide what we're going to do with the Avant. We're going to strip it for parts rather than raffling it off on level up giveaways. So that one is going to take ages because it's us doing it. So we said eventually this car is going to get raffled off. The raffle is live on levelupgiveaways.co.uk as of this video going live at 6 p.m. Tuesday the 7th of March. There's 2 weeks to go.
It will finish on the 21st of March, which is a Tuesday at 10 p.m. Tickets will be 99p each. It will be drawn regardless. It will finish on them 2 weeks. It's not going to be rolled over no matter how many tickets are sold. So please help to support the channel. This car's cost us an absolute fortune. We're just trying to get it back to put into other projects. Thank you very much.
And the reason we're going to do it 99 pence a ticket, even though the odds are going to be higher, when we did our experiment, we found out that the cheaper ticket prices were actually closest to winning. So hopefully that'll be good for you guys, even though there can only be one winner.
There can only be one winner, and unfortunately it's not me. One of you lucky guys will get to win this car for £1. Come on.
So for you guys that have not actually seen anything on this car, because you might be new to Evil GT, this car has definitely got a history, and we'll tell you about it right now. We bought this car about two and a half years ago. How much did we pay for it?
We paid £9,750 for it. What a great day that was.
Then we found out, second video, it had a couple of engine problems because the engine light was on.
It did.
What was wrong with it?
I can't remember what the engine light was on for. What was that on for?
I don't know. I forgot. But we fixed it. Then we did a draggy, 4.5 seconds.
I'm not having this. I've got to try and beat Lee now. So let's see how we get on.
Wasn't the quickest, but it is a manual V8, naturally aspirated. What do you expect?
And at the time it only had 350 horsepower.
350 horsepower, that is shocking. But that's because it needed
a carbon clean, a new injectors, £1,500 bill. Cheers.
This is when the money started going right up. So we dynoed it again after the carbon clean and it made 407 horsepower, but in our wisdom we thought we'll service it and tune it. How much did it make after the
414 horsepower by Ben at OEM Plus, tuned it on the dyno, absolutely brilliant.
Which means 420 PS out of factory. This is bang on the factory power, which for a naturally aspirated engine is okay. Then we refurbished the wheels, but it's not these wheels. It wasn't them wheels, was it?
It wasn't them wheels, it was them wheels.
So, we did swap them over.
We did.
Because we thought OEM is a better look for this car.
100%.
Although, we're not quite OEM with this car because we de-chromed it. It's got black mirrors. Because, why has it got black mirrors?
Ask me something else.
Because anyone, a regular viewer of the channel way back, we hydro dipped these. We didn't hydro dip them, someone else did. We had the headlights tinted and the rear lights tinted.
Troop, EM Tuning, did the headlights for us. They're amazing now.
They do say Evil GT behind the dirt.
They do, yeah, they just go like that. And then we took it to BD Performance, who did the clutch, flywheel, suspension. It's got KWV3s on it, arms, bushes, lambda sensors, the gear linkage thing. I nearly said steering again. It's nothing to do with the steering, it's the gear linkage.
Then we changed, well, when I say we, Uncle Benji changed all the headlining, all the black trim, took all the greyy, horrible colour that it was, made it all black, made it look nice, and we took the wing back seats out of this.
We did.
This one here, you know, this car here,
the track car. It's now got buckets in it, yeah?
Yep, we took it out of that and put it in this. And you might have noticed that will actually be replaced before this car goes for raffle.
We've also got the seat belts from Vibe Belts that match the calipers. Well, not at the moment. We don't match the calipers at the minute, but they will once it's clean.
They will. We did the brakes and the discs and everything like that.
New discs, new pads, and refurbished calipers.
So then we got the car wrapped at Evolve. Nice super chrome satin blue.
Yeah.
We did the cannon run. Day 2 didn't get off to a good start because someone left the fridge on in the boot and we had to bump start a car.
Nope.
At Frosh Hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright now. Yes. So day 3, we ran out of fuel, had to put like 92 RON in it.
She was fine, she soldiered on.
Then day 4, got a bit juicy. We got stopped by the police.
Of course we did, because you were driving.
Then day 5, because I was driving again, we got lost.
No, that was because you were navigating. We got lost.
Somewhere in Spain. Day 6, in my opinion, was the best day of the cannon run because I don't even remember any of this.
I don't.
It was all a blur. We found a drag strip. And we nailed this car. This car did 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds because it was like, it was Spain.
It was faster. It's at a 45-degree angle down.
After looking back through all them videos, I'm getting a little bit sentimental. A little bit of a tear is coming to my eye. And I know, definitely, 100%, Uncle Benji is more upset than me. I mean, look at that face. Only a mother could love it, by the way. Is a tear coming to his eye?
I am absolutely devastated because this has been like part of our, not just Evil GT's family, but mine in particular. I daily drove this for a long time. I love this car and had enough money to buy it off the channel, I would.
That sounded like a little bit of a sob story to me. Do not donate to his Just Giving page.
Just Giving.
I'm warning you. So after that, we got it back from the cannon run. We didn't really do anything with it because the car is really more or less finished. We nearly forgot about the Nürburgring.
Oh my...
The butcher of the ring, Misha, took this round. He destroyed every car that weekend, brakes, everything like that. I think it was doing 170 mile an hour at one point. The only reason I know that is because his face said it all.
There was a few twitchy moments, one in particular where we come up and over this crest and he hit the brakes and absolutely nothing happened. We locked up.
That was unpleasant.
But it was great fun. This car handled surprisingly well. It was soaking wet, it was raining. All the odds were stacked against this car, but even Misha, who goes on about Audi steer, got out and he was like, do you know what? I really enjoyed that. The car's brilliant.
But enough about the RS4 for the minute, because this is a bit of a vlog day today. Just telling you about the garage and how we're getting on. We have had a casualty already.
We have.
With our cars. And you might remember, you can't see where the Range Rover is. That's because it's been sat outside here for a week. You put it in gear and it just revs out. So it says something about the gearbox is in a fail safe. We're literally down the road here. We're about 2 minutes away from our unit. So we're going to take it back there and dump it there. So I'm hoping the brakes that Uncle Benji fitted on this actually stops the car, because if it doesn't, he's going to have a Range Rover in the back of his Evil P. It starts okay, the engine's fine, everything's fine with it, apart from one thing. If that goes into R, yeah, so that's what it does, nothing at all.
I'm putting it in low range mode. I'm going to see if I can make it work, because you know me now with this channel, I fix stuff, don't I?
If anybody knows what's wrong with it, just based upon doing that, let us know.
It's obviously something to do with the gearbox, and I think there's like solenoids in the gearbox and stuff like that, so...
But anyway, the car is broke, £2,300 worth of Range Rover, and people did say, don't buy a cheap Range Rover. Well, people said just don't buy a Range Rover in general. And this is why, look. So we changed the brakes on them like 3 weeks ago. They got the brand new brakes on it. Now we've got a £2,300 Range Rover, which really stands us at £2,700 Range Rover, which is actually worth about £1,000 as a spares or repair. Or we can fix it. You're going to fix it, no problem, well done.
Just call me Jin. So if you're wondering what this is, here is the space in which where the Cupra would be, the Leon Cupra. That's still an awesome GTI. The engine is out, it's being machined out, bored, forged pistons and valves and all kinds of other stuff. We're then hopefully tomorrow putting that back together, and then on Tuesday, fingers crossed, it's going back in the car.
I've done 4 videos on that, nearly an hour's worth of footage on that video series, making it a £10,000, 400 horsepower. If you've not subscribed to the channel just off that one video series, that's worth it, right?
Yeah.
That's worth doing.
And if you haven't, what are you playing at?
So there is one thing that we've completely forgot about this car, and arguably this could have been the best modification we've ever done.
That is a sweet sounding exhaust, mate. We nailed that.
Stainless Creations, Falkirk. So obviously we're not going to give it to the winner in this condition because it's filthy. That is the car quickly blown over. Get all the dirt off because we've not washed it for absolutely ages. It does need a lot more doing to it. The front wheels are still very dirty, but we've decided to drive it to Anton's at Level Up Giveaways, and we're going to get a proper professional valeter to come in and give it a proper clean and get it looking really, really good. Because if we got somebody here, all it's going to do is we're going to drive it an hour down the road and then it's going to be full of dirt again. So it needs the inside doing, the outside doing, the wheels, the badges going back on. We need the RS4 badge for there, and then we need the RS4 badge for the front, and then we've got the badges for the side as well that go right in there.
So we're here at Level Up Giveaways. Thank you very much to Anton. The car's here. I'm absolutely devastated that we're going to be leaving the car here, genuinely. Unfortunately, the plate won't be going. That's coming with us. That'll be on one of our other projects. Maybe the Cupra, maybe the Focus, who knows. The tickets are 99 pence. Go and get yourself one. Have a go. A bit of Evil GT history that hopefully one of you guys will get and keep and cherish forever.
And the car has done 165,000 miles. As you've seen on all the videos, it's been around Spain, it's been to the Nürburgring, it's been everywhere in the UK. It's got a history, and it could be yours, 99 pence. He's even thinking of having a go, but I've told him, you can't have a go because, well, you just can't have a go, can you? We are going to be doing some social media promo on this car.
So follow us on Instagram, Evil GT Cars, because we'll be putting loads of bits and pieces on there. Make sure, if you're not already subscribed to Evil GT, thank you very much. There are loads more projects. Unfortunately, this has to go to fund them because there's not an endless amount of money to do that.
Whoever the lucky winner is of the B7 RS4, please, 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 whoever wins it and comes picks it up, make sure you bring some Kleenex, you know, to wipe his eyes, because he's very upset.
Hopefully someone local wins it so I can just go around and, oh, she's still there.
So like we said, it's 99 pence, one ticket, you can buy as many as you want. Well, there is a limit, probably.
I don't know what it'll be. Anton will sort all that out. You leave it that to him. It starts on the 7th and it finishes on the 21st at 10 p.m. So it starts on the 7th when this video goes live at 6 p.m, 7th of March that is, and it finishes on the 21st of March at 10 p.m. So if for those who will contact me guaranteed on Instagram, when does it start and when does it finish? And then 6 months later. So that RS4, did you put that out for raffle? The 7th of March at 6 p.m. and the 21st of March at 10 p.m. Thank you very much.
Even I'll remember that.
Sweet.